Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. This is going to be a very exciting one. Charlie and I are ticking off a few mega bucket list experiences over the next 24 hours. A little hint as to what we're getting up to, my strawberries and cream coffee mug. We are, of course, heading to Wimbledon today. It is always such a special day, but not only that, we've got an entire incredible 24 hours with Amex, with American Express. Charlie and I have been platinum card members for as long as I can remember, and American Express create just the most incredible experiences at so many sporting events like Wimbledon and just recently Silverstone, the Grand Prix, and to be going with them today is really special. But it doesn't stop there. We are actually going to be staying at Raffles tonight in the old war offices, the OWO, and I know that Charlie's just gonna absolutely lose his mind at how incredible the hotel is, and lots of other fun things that to come as well, which you'll see over the next 24 hours. But we are about to hit the road. We're actually driving into Wimbledon. We thought with the heat and with our luggage, it would definitely be the best thing to do. So we're about to hit the road. But before we get started, a little top tip, because I know we're going to be making the most out of this. If you are an Amex Platinum card member, pause the video, check the description box down below right now, because there is the opportunity for early access to Wimbledon hospitality for the 2027 championships, which is absolutely incredible. Charlie and I have been saying we're desperate to go with my mum next year, so we're definitely going to make the most of that early access. But it's just going to be a fabulous experience. I cannot wait to bring you along. So I'm going to finish my coffee, get myself dressed and ready, and it's time to go. We've made it, and it is such a beautiful day. Let's head in. Okay, so I do have my own personal tour guide of Charlie Irons with me. However, it's always useful to know exactly what's going on. So I'm going to pick up one of the radios, which is one of the perks that I get with my Amex, so I won't miss any of the courtside action.
They're such cute stands, aren't they?
I was trying to remember the last time I came to Wimbledon, but I think it was 4 or 5 years ago with Amex as well, and I forgot just how beautiful. They must have a team of 1 million gardeners here. I'm admiring their herbaceous borders. Their hydrangeas, not quite fully in bloom yet, but their penstemons are looking incredible. I think this is all freshly planted in the purple, white and green Wimbledon colours. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. Some little mini salvia down there. And I love how they've managed to get the ivy and the Virginia creeper climbing all the way up the centre court building. It is already a very toasty morning at Wimbledon. Excited to be here, darling?
Yeah, so excited. I just love Wimbledon.
It's so
every time I come, I just forget. It's such a privilege. It's a special place.
It really is. I was just saying to the camera how amazing all the planting is. Do we reckon that they're out here all night?
I don't know. Honestly, it's pristine, and we're now into second week. Even the grass is absolutely pristine, which is unbelievable when you think you've had the heat that we've had, and the tennis that we've had. Because these courts here, which you show in a minute, they get probably the most tennis.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're the smaller courts.
Charlie's taking a lot of inspiration on how to keep our lawn looking perfectly green.
We need some lawn tips.
Definitely, but because we have got an Amex Platinum, we're actually able to use this incredible lounge space, and we have fantastic views.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning, very important. Fantastic views over some of the courts. So let's go and take a look. Okay, this is good to know, some of the Amex perks that we get. So we're already in the lounge, take a break from the crowds, relax in the lounge and terrace. Amex Experience. Love the sound of that. We'll give that a go later. Centre court, kiosks. We've already grabbed our Amex radio. Court number 1, that's where we're heading later, and there's the Amex Pavilion, complimentary soft serve. Okay, free ice cream, that has got my name all over it. Okay, we've got a gorgeous little spot in the dappled shade under the wisteria in the lounge.
It looks very realistic.
It does, can you imagine? And I'm going to do a little bit of Wimbledon trivia with Charlie.
Okay.
So, okay. So, true or false, Wimbledon is the oldest tennis tournament in the world?
True.
Correct. Wimbledon began in 1877, making it the oldest tennis championship still played today. Okay, this will be the most Charlie-Iron thing in the whole world if you get this correct. What length is the grass cut to on the courts?
I'm really bad with measurements. I wouldn't have a clue. A couple of inches.
A couple of inches? How do you like that?
I don't know. Well, no, hang on. Okay, I'm really bad with measurements though, so I actually don't know. 8 millimeters, so just under a centimetre. That's pretty tiny. And Wimbledon is the only Grand Slam that's still played on grass. Yeah, which is super impressive. I mean, equally, every Grand Slam has its unique speciality, but I think we've always been to the US Open and that was very special. And they do the marketing very well, and this sort of experience is amazing. Not been to the Australian, would love to go. French I've not been, but you've been, but the French is similar to Wimbledon London because it's clay. Yeah. You know, it's not actually clay, it's like red brick dust. It gets everywhere. Yeah. And maybe that's why everyone wears white at Wimbledon, because you're not going to get red dust. That's what we love, isn't it? Tradition. How much strawberries and cream is consumed over Wimbledon? I have no idea. Well, I don't have a precise amount. Maybe we'll leave it on the screen here. Okay, really easy one. What colour must the players wear during Wimbledon? Well, all white. There we go. So thank you for joining us for our Wimbledon trivia. And now I think it's time for a refreshment of something. Lovely. This is a little area where I can get some goodies from Amex as a card member. I've just shown the ladies my card and I can grab my radio from here. Obviously I just grabbed one of those outside. A little Amex fan, which is going to be very, very handy today. And look at this! I'm a big fan of a mobile accessory, as you know. I've been losing my phone in my bag already all day today, so I can take one of these over-shoulder straps. And then they've also got these cute little wrist straps as well. Such a nice idea in the Amex blue. Okay, we've got about an hour until the games begin, the matches begin. So we're going to head into the Amex experience. You actually don't even need to be an Amex card member to come and enjoy some of the interactions that they've got going on in here. We can get 2026 Wimbledon tennis balls, we can play some games, we can win some prizes. So let's go in and take a look. The off-court collection, so in this little area as card members we can get some cute little Wimbledon charms. I feel like these are going to be such collector's editions. Love the camera. Classic Trilby hat. Josie. And in this little experience you can get your tennis balls embellished, personalised with a few different slogans. So we're going to get one of the special Wimbledon 2026 balls. These are some of the options that we've got to choose from. Wimbledon 2026, I feel like that's a really good memento. Game, set, match. I think I'm going to go for served in style. Ever walked past a mac and cheese stall and not had to sample it, so let's give it a try.
Charlie's gone for a veggie pizza. We've got artichoke, peppers, some rockets. It's delicious. So this is the iconic hill, Henman Hill, Murray Mound, whatever you'd like to call it. One of the most quintessential Wimbledon experiences. Watching the matches on the big screen from here, and we are heading up to the Amex Pavilion because a little birdie told me that they have got free soft serve. More blooms to admire on the way up the hill. They've got some beautiful agapanthus which were all around our cottage in Ibiza, again sticking to the purple, white and green theme. Gosh, this is incredible. We're at the very top of the hill and there is such an incredible view from up here. Look at this. Look at this. This is the magic token and I can win extra toppings on my ice cream. Let's see what we're gonna get. So I got 2 better luck next times in a go. Let's see if Charlie has a more successful run at getting extra toppings. Oh, he's gone for a side strategy. Oh! Charlie reckons he's rigged it and that one always ends up with a winner. No, see, your strategy has been disproved.
Oh, it's still a winner though.
So these are the soft serves that we can get. Strawberries and dreams. Wow. Oh my goodness. Mango sorbet. That sounds delicious. So I have gone for the strawberries and dreams vanilla soft serve with meringue pearls. This is such a hidden gem and you don't even need to be an Amex card member to enjoy this. What a treat. Free ice cream and the perfect spot to watch tennis. Okay, we have just come off court 1. Do they say court 1 or
court 1?
Number 1 court.
I think it is called court 1. Court number 1.
Court number 1.
Have you been on court number 1 before?
I've never been on court number 1.
No, I haven't either. I've been on all the other levels. So like I've been on ground courts. I was saying earlier, wasn't I? I think I was 15 turning 16, so GCSE year. You know when you get that massive summer?
Yeah.
And me and my friend Ollie Tomlins came and queued up from like 5 AM to get in on the first day of Wimbledon, and you just get to walk around the ground courts. And then I've also had the privilege of, because we're here with Amex today, we've had the privilege of being on centre court with Amex before. Never been on court 1. To be honest, it surprised me how big it is. It's massive.
Huge. And does it have a retractable roof?
They've added that in recent years. I think that what people don't realise is, and we saw this last night in the game I watched last night, is the roof is obviously extremely useful if it's raining, which can be a problem at Wimbledon. Definitely not a problem this year. But it's also great because it means games can go later because they can put the lights on. And that last night meant the game went on to nearly 11.
Half 10, 11?
Nearly 11.
Crazy.
So, but court 1 is a real, another amazing ground, isn't it?
The whole day at Wimbledon is just such an amazing experience. It's so quintessentially British. Everyone is wearing their loveliest white outfits. All the hats are fabulous. Everyone's got their strawberries and cream. It's just,
I mean, look, it's a spectacular setting, Wimbledon anyway. For those watching that aren't familiar, Wimbledon is, I think it's a borough. It is technically part of London, but it very much doesn't feel like London. It's on the outskirts. We're actually probably closer to my mum and dad's where I grew up here than we are central London. And it's just very green. There's a lot of lovely perennials, a lot of lovely planting.
I've been photographing all the flowers.
There's all different mixtures of age groups.
And everyone's in a fabulous mood.
I mean,
we are actually on a mission to find some strawberries and cream. The queue was pretty big at the main stall, but I'm hoping we might be able to find a little pop-up station. So that is the next item on our agenda. goodness me. So we have just arrived at the Raffles in the Old War offices after the most incredible few hours, morning and afternoon at Wimbledon. We are ticking off yet another bucket list experience, staying in this hotel. I've actually been for an event here before and I was just like jaw on the ground the whole time at how beautiful this hotel is. So to actually stay here is such a dream come true. We would have actually been able to check in earlier at 12 as Amex Platinum card members, but it's just gone 5 p.m. now. Obviously we've been all day at Wimbledon, but the room is absolutely stunning. Charlie and I are making ourselves a quick coffee to caffeinate, to fuel up, and then we're gonna do a little bit more exploring. But first, while it's still looking pristine, let me give you a beautiful room tour. We've also just been upgraded as well, so this is one of their gorgeous suites on the 2nd floor, which I think she said was called the historic floor or the heritage floor, because there are just so many incredible original features here at the hotel, which we are already excited to investigate a little bit further. So here is our incredible room. Oh my goodness, look at this. We've got a king size or super king bed, and the lady that just showed us up was saying how there are so many beautiful antiques in this building, and it was grade 2, or is a grade 2 building. It took them, I think she said, 8 years to do the renovation.
8-year renovation.
From the Old War offices.
I just love it, like all the detail. This is honestly, I'm not just saying this, obviously we've only been here for, what, 20 minutes? This might just be my favourite London hotel.
Already?
Yeah, well, it just blends the history and then sort of modern comfort so well.
Yeah,
I mean, look
really
at this
does.
Out here as well, look how amazing this is. We've got a view of that.
The
What
courtyard.
did we say? The courtyard.
The courtyard. Absolutely stunning. Look at that, such a beautiful building. And Charlie and I are feeling a little bit peckish, and luckily for us there is a little veggie crudité here, complete with purple broccoli. Yes, and a hummus dip. Oh my goodness
So
me.
we've stayed at Raffles before, didn't we? Because we stayed at the one in the Maldives.
By the way, this hummus is sensational. This was our little entrance area, and then down here we've got a wardrobe space. They've popped Charlie's suitcase up there. All the drawers and hanging space you'd need to stay here for a week, I would say. And then this beautiful long bathroom. 2 sinks, that's what we like to see. There's a shower and loo cubicle in there, and a bath. And I'm very tempted to run myself a quick bath because my legs feel so achy after being so toasty and on my feet for so long at Wimbledon. But I think we're gonna head down to Pall Mall in a second and take a little stroll, just get a little bit more fresh air and a little bit more sunshine before we get ready for our Wimbledon party tonight at Soho House. Now that we are officially tourists and not locals in London, we thought we would do a very scenic little walk from our hotel. So we're taking in the sights. Got the London Eye behind me this way. We're going to trot up to Big Ben, House of Parliament, walk down Pall Mall, maybe catch Buckingham Palace. It's so beautiful on a day like today. There are so many people buzzing about here. The atmosphere is so lovely, and it's nice to get a little bit of fresh air, see the sights. Back from our walk, just in time for our dinner to be served. We thought we'd have a little in-room dining feast ahead of tonight's party, and this is always what Charlie and I end up doing in London, getting something that's a little bit kind of not British pub food, basically, because that's all we seem to be able to get in the Cotswolds. So we've gone for a delicious, oh my gosh, my mouth is watering so much, a butter chicken tikka. We've got naan breads, we've got a tandoori, we've got a biryani vegetable. Oh my gosh, this is literally my dream meal, and we can't get anything like this in the Cotswolds, so I'm excited to dig in. Nice, thank you. Well, this is such a treat. We have got pastries here from top class, strawberries and cream brioche. So this is actually a Mediterranean restaurant just off the Strand, very famous for their pastries, and it's one of the restaurants where Platinum card members can use their £400 annual dining credit, which is amazing. Definitely going to have to check out the actual patisserie on the Strand at some point as well. Is it good? Yeah?
Very good. I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I don't think anything could really beat classic strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a dessert that combines it, it's a brioche, which is amazing. It's like a creme pat, so it's not cream, it's more of a... Let's go for another bite. That is lovely.
Better brioche and cream. After a fabulous evening at Soho House, White City, we return to what looks like the comfiest bed in the entire world. We've got a little bedtime story here from Raffles and a little lavender sachet. Good morning, my darlings. It is the next day. We had lots of fun at the Soho House party last night and slept incredibly well. The beds here are super comfy. The curtains were so blackout, I didn't actually realise that it was 7 AM when our alarm went off. Normally a little bit of sunlight comes in to our bedroom and wakes me up, but it was so dark in there. I think I had the deepest sleep. In fact, I know I did. My Aura ring tells me I had the deepest sleep that I've had in a really, really long time. So this morning I am going to check out the spa here at the hotel. I've watched YouTube videos about it, I've seen it all over my Instagram. It looks absolutely incredible. The pool, all of the kind of wellness facilities, there is 𝑭𝒂𝒐 treatments available. It just looks amazing, and a gym as well. This room here is kind of like a little private lounge for hotel guests. It's actually right next to our room. And it's such a lovely little space. And out of the patio doors is the beautiful courtyard. It's another gorgeous day, so let's start with a spa session and enjoy the sunshine. That's impressive. They have already got today's newspapers in here at 7:30 in the morning. Look at this staircase. Oh my goodness me, it's so grand. These lifts look like they should be 100 years old, but they're actually newly installed, but very much in keeping with the hotel. Okay, spa, gym and pool, that's where we'll start. Oh my goodness. We get a full tour of all of the floors in a glass elevator. Me, that is a very well set up gym, one of the best hotel gyms I think I've seen in a very long time. And look at this beautiful changing room. We're now down in the kind of spa area. There's so many little amenities here. I think all the body care products are, actually they're not 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 was built. But I'm gonna pop on my cozy now, use the pool for a bit, use the sauna steam room, and just chill out. now, I think this has to be one of the most incredible breakfast buffets I have ever seen. Got everything from our favourites of a nice Greek yogurt, ginger shots, and beetroot juice, kombuchas, granola, and even a seed mix. You guys know how I'm obsessed with a seed mix. And then we've got some incredible pastries. These look absolutely incredible. Look at that. And there's a financier of the day. Definitely going to try one of the pistachios. Fruit station. And here are our breakfast main courses. Charlie's got, that looks amazing, salmon bagel. I've got the fluffy Raffles pancakes and a sliced avo with herbs on toast. We're just now getting a little tour of the hotel. We're going up the grand staircase. We've learned that most of the materials in the hotel are British sourced. This is British pink alabaster and Portland stone from Dorset. This is Italian marble, but even the wood in the rooms is sourced from the UK. So back when this was the War Officers and Winston Churchill would come down the staircase to give his speeches, the war sergeants and the spies and everyone, they all believed that by rubbing the lion's nose on your way up to the Granville suite for very important meetings was a sign of good luck. So let's go and see this very historical and beautiful suite. So we're just finishing our tour of the hotel. This has been so incredible to see, and we're ending up here in the Granville suite, named after a female spy, Christine Granville, and it's a multi-room suite. It can fit quite a few people. It's a really, really beautiful suite with original wooden paneling, this incredible bed. You've just seen the most gorgeous bathroom. So special. Look at this, our car has even been cleaned while we've left it overnight, inside and outside apparently. Gosh, what service. Well, that was such a privilege to be given a tour of the hotel, and we still have only seen maybe 5%, but the history, and if only those walls could talk. Yeah.
I feel overwhelmed because obviously everyone knows that history and sort of old British buildings mean a lot to us.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd appreciated how special that building is. To give people an idea, that building was built in 1906 or 1907 to form part of the War Office, then obviously played a crucial role in World War I, then played a crucial role in World War II, but then really interestingly, after World War II, it sat derelict and empty, apart from a few people, a handful of people using it as an office for like the best part of 50, 60 years. Insane. Then it opened for 5 or 6 years for the government use, and then it closed again for another 20 years. Then it was restored for 8 years. A building that special was just sat there. And it's a bit like the Ned story. It's not on that level, but the Ned was a Canadian bank and then it sat derelict for 20 years. Yeah. These amazing iconic buildings sat in the middle of our special city, not being used. So it's just amazing to see it have a new life, but also in the right way. It's been restored in a sympathetic way.
In such a beautiful way. And to be able to now stay there as a hotel guest and experience and be a part of the building's history, I think is so magical. We will definitely be back as history lovers and old building lovers and London lovers. We will most definitely be back. And yeah, the spa was amazing. That breakfast was insanely good.
And I think actually I'd love to take your mum and go for an afternoon tea there because it's such a special place. They also have a Michelin star restaurant for you know, someone's for a very sort of special birthday. But yeah, very special place.
And we really got to make the most of it as Amex Platinum card members because we got the complimentary breakfast. We actually didn't make the most of it, but we could have stayed there until 4 p.m. because
that's a game changer.
That is such a game changer. That check-in at 12.
But that links to Straw Top.
Watch out, he's been
I am very much watching. We've kind of tried to build that into Straw Top because we always got frustrated, didn't we, when we stayed at hotels, that normally you can't check in till 3 or 4, and normally you have to check out by 11. So at Straw Top, it's check-in by 1, midday sometimes if I can make it work, and check out at 11 or midday if you need. But even better, with Amex, it's what, 12 p.m. check-in, 4 p.m. checkout.
Amazing.
Which if we were in London today, that'd be amazing.
Complimentary breakfast, complimentary Wi-Fi, and then credits as well. So we were able to use our credits, I think it's £100 towards our room, in-room dining, towards spa treatments, whatever you want to make your hotel incredible. There's obviously a few T's and C's. I'll leave them somewhere for you guys to check out if you want to know even more details, but it just really elevates what is already an incredible experience. So we are heading back to the countryside, back to our boys in the glorious sunshine. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed coming on with us. Any parting words, darling?
Parting words, get outside and enjoy this glorious sunshine. That's what I'll be doing.
With your
I'm looking forward, looking forward to that. Looking forward to watching Wimbledon, the conclusion of Wimbledon this weekend, which is very exciting. We've got a nice British hopeful there. And yeah, thank you to Amex and for providing a seriously special couple of days. Honestly, I feel a bit overwhelmed.
I know, it's amazing.
It's been very, very, very special.
Yes, it truly has. Okay, that's all from us. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!